Now then, poor old Terry. He yesterday at 9:15 their time, he lost Mixcloud due to a power out. Blimey, I don't know why, or find out what happened. I can't remember the last outage in Bonn. Blimey, that's good. We're quite lucky here, really, aren't we? We do occasionally have an outage, don't we?
We do, and we've got an innings.
And we're going to say hello to Lake. Hello, Lake.
Hi, how you doing?
Good morning. How are you? Now, listen, you're a quartet, so I don't know who you are. Which one of the quartet are you?
I'm Rob. I'm the lead singer.
Rob, hello. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Great, thank you. Listen, congratulations on your 50th anniversary.
Brilliant, thank you.
I mean, that's a long time to stick together, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been there for the whole 50 years, actually.
Well, no, you haven't, because you're a newcomer, aren't you?
Yeah, well, 7 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's still a bit of a newcomer, but...
That's a full-blown apprenticeship.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Rob, tell us about the lake then. I mean, because 50 years ago, obviously, I mean, that's a great achievement, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they've been going in different iterations, but this is kind of like the original lineup, minus the singer who tragically died and the drummer. So, yeah, it feels like it's come a full circle in a way for some of the guys.
Yes, because you've got a couple of singers as well, sort of backing type singers as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well, they were always known for their block harmonies. So yeah. Ian Cusack, who was the original singer, is he sings 2 tracks on the album and he does all the backing vocals, and vice versa. When he's singing, I do the backing vocals.
Ah, that's fantastic. Listen, how do you get on as a group then? Because I mean, quite often there's either harmony or disharmony.
We get on really well. From the first time I got the phone call off Detlef, who's the main writer and producer, we got on really well. This is my 4th German band, so there was my Deutsch is terrible, but they seem to like me, so that's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, your Deutsch is better than mine. Guten Morgen, and that's about it.
Guten Morgen.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, do you live in Germany or do you live in the UK?
I live in the UK. Yeah. I go over when needed.
Yes. And when is that? I mean, does the group perform quite a lot, or?
We haven't toured yet. I mean, it took a while to do the album. We started during COVID, and it kept on stopping, starting. And hopefully we'll start touring in the summer. Well, it's the beginning of the summer now, I suppose. Hopefully first of all, I presume we'll start in Germany and then hopefully come over here.
Yes, because when the group originally started, I mean, they made their name in America, didn't they?
Yeah. They did a lot of touring over there with Leonard Skinner and various people.
Yeah, because I mean, it's interesting when you go across to the States and as a German band, rock band, and make it. You know, it must have been quite difficult, really, I suppose, in those days.
I think though, because I remember On the Run. I remember that song. I mean, I think I was 74, so I'm 59 this year, so I was young, but I remember hearing the song. But I wouldn't have thought they were a German band. They didn't sound very, like that kraut rock or kraut pop. It never really sounded like that. It always sounded a bit like an East Coast American band anyway, I think.
Oh, so that must have been a big stand-up help for them, really, I suppose.
Yeah, well, Jimmy was Scottish, and so's Ian, so they've always had a British singer.
Oh, blimey, quite an international group then, aren't they?
Yeah, Anglo-Deutsch, as they call it, I think. Or Anglo-German,
yeah. Now, tell me about the album then, because, 4 years or plus to make is not really a long time for an album, is it?
Not really, and I think in retrospect, we had a lot of time to go, oh, that works, that doesn't work, we can live with it for a while, oh, no, we need to change that. So we had a lot of time to go back and revise what we were writing. So I think in the end, it made for a better album.
Presumably, technology has helped you considerably, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we can work on stuff, send rough copies over. You know, I can record a little bit over where I am, and we can just bounce back. But most of the actual proper work was done over at Detlef Studio in 2 hours north of Hamburg.
Ah, so you actually you did get together live, as it were.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. It's just at the start of it, you know, because of lockdown, it was really hard to get anywhere. In fact, I only had the boosters to go to Germany. That was the only way you were allowed to leave the country in the end. But
Really?
we were, yeah, because it was just taking too long, you know, and we were still excited about doing it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, let's take a little bit of a break, and we'll play one of your songs, "Boy on a Mission." Tell me about that.
That was a song Detlef wrote with a guy called Leslie. I can't remember Leslie's second name in the US. It's kind of I mean, I'm the youngest in the band at 59. Everybody's 80, or nearly 80. So I think it's a case of looking back and finding out where you've got to, really. Yeah.
I don't know. Boy on a mission. I wish I was a boy on a mission as well.
Yes, same here.
There we go. Right, we'll take a short break. Listen, this is "Boy on a Mission" from Lake.
She showed up, she was pretty, said I'll ease your troubled mind. Your troubled mind. She wanted all of a lifetime. Move away from the city. I was proud, wish I'd been kind.
And we got Rob from Lake on the show this morning, and we've got a message in from Terry, who's in Bonn, Terry Blake, who's in Bonn, and he says, "It's not what I expected. Very good for oldies."
Oh, they're good.
And he's right, isn't he? You know, that's good. Now listen, tell me, you were a solo artist when you started off, weren't you? Tell me a bit about that then.
Well, I moved to London, I think I was 26. Within about 6 months, I got a little independent deal. First support tour was with Midure, opening for him for 8 months. And I you know, it went on for quite a few years. Ups and downs, you know, various successes, various failures. But yeah, and that's how I know Lisa and Mike, because well, especially Lisa, because she worked with me then.
So that's going back a few years as well, isn't it?
Yeah, 94 I think was my first single, Stormy Weather. The cover
Stormy
of that.
Weather. Oh, yeah. No, that's again, breaking into it in those days must have been much more difficult than it is nowadays, isn't it?
It is, but I don't recognise the business like I did. I still started where it was still coming to the end of the old business. I mean, all right, vinyl's more now than it was in a way than when I first started. It was all CDs, I suppose then, and tapes when I first started, which I've got a comeback as well. Who would have thought that tape cassettes were going to have a comeback?
it's what goes round, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to love mini disc actually. I always wondered why that didn't take off, but that was a great format.
I could put my hands on some mini discs right now because I've got some sat in the office, you know. But
right, yeah.
I sort of look at them and think, you know, God, well, in fact, I've got them, but I don't think I've got anything to play them on, you know, or with, you know. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the thing. I mean, they give it a good push, didn't they? When I think Sony were the big ones who brought out mini disc, and it looked like it was going to be the new format, and it kind of disappeared.
Of course, in those days, it was like VHS and
Betamax.
Betamax, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the worst one made it, didn't it? Because
I know. Well, my friend had one of the first Betamaxes. I couldn't believe it. We went round and watched The Omen, you know, in slow motion, watching you know the scenes. It was amazing. He was the only guy I knew who had a video machine, and it was like wow.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned it there briefly, but vinyl is on its way back now, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. This is my first vinyl release, really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Lake, I think always brought out, well, it must have done in the 70s because that's all it was.
That's all it was,
yeah. But no, it's great. We've got an LP out on vinyl, and then we got a deluxe CD, and then we got the normal album as well.
Yeah, there is something very special about going to your record player, picking up your record, taking it out the sleeve, putting it down, moving the little arm across and dropping it in just the right place. And you know, I mean, people argue about the sound quality, but I can't tell the difference, to be honest.
No.
I don't think many people can.
Well, you're Matt and Jeff Enright, aren't you?
Yes, just a little. Yeah, no, I'm delighted you're bringing back vinyl. Thank you.
No, I love it. I think the thing about it was, I always remember, like you probably do, is you used to pick up and used to read the sleeve, you know, as you're listening to it. And it was a real event, really, of music in them days. Whereas, you know, now with streaming, it's very hard to find out who played on it. Sometimes you got to do a search, but you had it all there. You had everybody who played, you know, the engineer, the producer. It was really exciting. I don't know if that's the same effect now for young people with streaming.
I think, the only thing I think that the advantage of nowadays with the systems that they've got is that if you come up with something and you say, all right, you know, I want to play something from Lake, you can press a button and it's there. Whereas if you've got it in your collection, unless you're a studious sort of person who, you know, has filed everything alphabetically or something like that, you know, you've got to hunt through your record collection or your CD collection. You know, I mean, I've got a vast CD collection from when I was playing at being a disc jockey many years ago, you know, and but you know, I know I've got loads of tunes, but I can't find them.
Yeah.
Because I never catalogued them or anything like that. But now, you know, I just say, or type in or even say, you know, Neil Sedaka, As Long As I Live, wallop, and it's there.
And that's the advantage. It is great. I was looking for some little Jimmy Dickens, an old Tater and Wait or something. It's like an old country song. You just type it and you find it. It's even really, obscure stuff you can find, which is brilliant, really. That is the advantage.
It is. So there is an advantage to it and a disadvantage, of course. Yeah. Now, one of the things I was thinking about was the business about bringing albums out. Now, albums are... In the majority of cases, they're a collection of tunes from the particular band or group or singer. Sometimes they've got cover versions of stuff on them. But I think to myself, I wonder, because I've got lots of albums, and sometimes I bought an album only because I like 2 tunes, I might.
Yeah.
And the other 8 or 10, whatever... I'm not really interested, probably never play them,
Yeah.
I wonder really whether there is an argument to say, bring stuff out on singles and they would be more popular than actually putting an album together, or am I way out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Taylor Swift's last album, wasn't there like over 10 singles on an album? I mean, I see your point. Because, I mean, there's only a few albums which I think are great all the way through. Hunky Dory by David Bowie. I can listen all the way through. It's brilliant.
Well, it's David Bowie, isn't it?
Floyd stuff, there's various artists where the whole album is amazing. And then even like Springsteen, some albums, it's like, well, that's all right. That's an all right song. And that's a great song. That's all right. So, yeah, I see your point, really. I think for musicians, we always see it as collections. I think it's, or maybe it's because of our age, maybe because we're older. I don't know. But I don't know if young people think about. Do they maybe think more singles, more single tracks?
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think the days of albums are, their popularity is down.
Yeah,
in terms of music consumption.
Yeah.
The vinyl thing is unsurprisingly rocketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, much to my surprise, I thought that technology was old and gone. But as I said earlier, people love the ritual.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you think about when, I think CDs came out in 84, didn't they? Or 83 or something like that. Their time span's been very short for it, really, comparatively, if you think of vinyl coming back now. I mean, that started in the late 1800s, wasn't it?
I just remember the days when CDs were wall decoration.
Yeah.
People had a whole wall of CDs.
Yeah.
Must have spent thousands on it.
I mean, I've still got loads, but they're all in storage. A bit like my vinyl, actually. I mean, I will get my vinyl out at some point and get it, because I haven't got a turntable at the moment. But with my CDs, I feel like, do I want to keep a load of plastic? I'm not sure anymore, really, because you can download it all. It's the same quality, CD and digital, really. It's both digital.
I think, I think the trouble with LPs is it's there's a friend of mine who bought LPs, played it once, and as he was playing it, he was taping it. And then he never played it again. He just listened to the tapes, because one of the things that Alan mentioned about, the fun of taking it out the sleeve and looking at it and seeing that, you want to hear track 5, so you put it on your machine and you drop the needle on track 5, and then it starts and it starts and it starts and it starts, because there's a little nick in it,
Yeah.
And that's it. You got the pencil behind the arm and just lift it over the little bit, But I mean, that can be so frustrating and so annoying. But
yeah, I mean, I remember when I listened to Dark Side of the Moon first time digital, and I missed all the cracks. I missed all these crackles that I got so used to at the front when the heartbeats come in. It's like cracky bump, cracky bump. It was just part of the actual sound. I got so used to hearing it that way that I thought, oh my God, I never even heard that voice.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't even know it was there. It was just so clear. It was a little sterile at first for me. It took a while for me to get used to it.
Yeah. And the trouble is, as we get older and into our 80s, we get deafer.
Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what it's like as long as we can sing along to it, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're talking about the quality, I mean that's why I love live music. Live music. I mean, it's 10 times better than anything recorded.
Yeah.
Even bad live music, because it's got that. There are mistakes and there are bits of distortion and a bit of speaker crackle and all sorts of things, and it just somehow adds to an atmosphere.
Well, it's a bit like there's a bit of jeopardy, isn't there? I mean, it could go wrong. I mean, it has gone wrong, but it could go wrong, and so the adrenaline's going, everything's going, the audience going. It's there's a togetherness about music live, which I really like, you know.
But I like it when bands interact with the audience.
Yeah.
They don't just come on and prima donna it.
Yeah. Although I think some of them prima donnas are maybe just really nervous. I mean, I remember sometimes being very, very, very nervous for certain things. And then you feel like you're climbing up and you don't really talk. And then you think afterwards you feel relaxed and it's like, why didn't I talk to anybody? But depending on what it is, it can be nerve-wracking sometimes, I think. It's a funny thing because it's like, I think all musicians are slightly insecure, but you go on stage and you go, look at me, look at me. It's a very odd thing, really.
I know, but I think, again, sometimes, and I mean, I know Alan will back me out on this one, that, you know, you go and you see, and a lot of we got a lot of open mic events in this country now, which is a good thing. It gives people an opportunity. But sometimes, you know, it's awful. You know, you get somebody, you know, it's a girl and she'll be trying to imitate Dolly Parton or something, you know, and then, you know, I'm going to sing to you 9 to 5, you know, and it sounds more like 7:15, you know.
I mean, I've ran a few of them. I've ran open mics. The last one I did for 4 years. I had to give up in the end. It was making me a bit depressed, and I don't mean that badly. It was just. It's just, you know what I noticed is the audience don't always know, though, if it's really bad. It's slightly disheartening. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, back to Lake, because you know, that's it. It's their 50th anniversary, and is the tour organised yet, or are you still in the process?
Just in the process. I think there was you know, because it's been such a long time since the last release. I think everybody's just gauging what the demand is. Actually, you know, do people still remember the old Lake? Will they? You know, I think changing singers is always hard. I think it's been enough time now that people won't be so critical, but there'll be some people thinking, "Oh, I really like Jimmy's voice," you know.
Oh well, you know, so many bands have gone through that. You know, the likes of I don't know, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, I think it's a very, very prominent example where, you know, Peter Green back in the early days was Fleetwood Mac. But they migrated into something else, which was wonderful. Loads of bands have done that, really. Yeah. And some of these Motown bands that are, you know, 4 guys sort of, you know, the 4 top type bands.
Yeah.
I mean, they had somebody in the band that was the friend of the roadie that helped them on their first gig, and they still call themselves the 4 whatevers.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, isn't there?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's you know, you go to see live music. That's the real buzz in life.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of them acts, if you had one successful song, even one successful song, you can still go out every year and get an audience.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So that's...
that again is, as you say, dependent upon the success of the song, isn't it? You know, so it's... then
there's a performer, you've got to sing it on every gig.
Yeah, well, that's... I mean...
For the rest of your days.
Yeah, well, that's it. As long as you don't hate the song. You know, that's the difficult thing. But I mean, I really like every song on this album, so I don't think I'll get bored of it. But I mean, if you sing anything 10,000 times, it might get a little bit tired. I don't know. I mean, McCartney still sounds as enthusiastic doing the Beatles songs as he did. You know, I saw him at the Roundhouse quite a while ago, actually. It was like hit, 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 hit. It was amazing, really.
Well, I think that's it. And the trouble is, once you start introducing a little bit of, oh God, I've got to do that again into it, the audience will pick that up straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, that's a killer, isn't it? You know, it's
Well, I remember seeing the Eagles at the O2, and I was really excited. I love the Eagles, but I think they did about 14 new songs before they did like one of their hits, and you could feel the audience. They want to hear a bit of new stuff, but really they wanted to hear, you know, Life on the Fast Lane, and you know, and all this sort of stuff. You know,
yeah, Hotel California. Yeah,
£150 a ticket as well. So you know, they want to hear.
Well, that's really where it comes into this extent that you know you can have a group which is very, very talented, but if you've got the production team behind it who don't quite get the message, then it can kill the group, can't it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's got to be produced really well, you know. So
yeah. Well, you either go in two ways, don't you? I think you either go for the massive big show, the lights and everything like that, or you don't. It seems like a lot of people, I mean, the amount of money some of these big acts use on it, it's like £1 million a night to do a show.
Well, you know, you can understand it really why they've then got to charge, you know, £150 or £200 or whatever it is for the ticket, you know. Whereas if you've got the group per se up on a stage with some, you know, adequate lighting and that sort of thing behind them, but that's all, then you can charge £25 a ticket or £75 a ticket.
I'd rather that though. I'd rather that because really you've bought the ticket, then you've got a babysitter, then you've got a park, you've had something to eat, you've had a drink. It's a lot of money to go out, I think.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's a lot of money to go out at the moment at any rate. You know,
exactly. I know. Everything's expensive now.
Gone are the days when I went to see The Who at Dunstable Civic Hall and it cost £10.
Yeah.
And it was a great night out.
Listen,
I bet.
Thank you for joining us this morning, and it's lovely.
Oh, it's a real pleasure.
Can you pass on our best wishes to the rest of the gang? You know, because
thank you.
We wish you all the best, and now we've got some of your tunes in the library, as it were. We'll be playing them on the show and on other shows as well. Especially Suzanne, because I mean Suzanne loves up and coming artists and that.
Oh, brilliant!
You were on with Suzanne a little while ago, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, well, she was very nice. Yeah.
Yes, she's one of our better ones here on Space One.
We like Suzanne.
We like Suzanne. Well, we have to say that because she's the boss, you know. But that'll probably bring a smile to her face this morning, you know. But there you go. Right, listen. Tell me briefly about Sam, because that's what we're going to play next, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to play Hey Sam.
Hey Sam. I co-wrote this one with Detlef and Leslie, and it's kind of, you know, where you feel like sometimes in your life you feel like you need to move to change, whereas, and then you find out that actually the change you needed to do was inside. You just take yourself wherever you go. Yeah. So it's a bit like that. I think that's the core of it.
Off we go with Hey Sam then. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.